Okay, guys, here's a quick question. So if you're looking out your bedroom window one day, okay, maybe your dorm window, and you saw somebody walking down the street, who would it be that would make you, without a shadow of doubt, sprint out of your room and run down and see that person? Who would that be for you? Raise your hand. I want to hear something. I heard LeBron James. Yeah. Jason Tatum. James Lamberto. Yeah. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Game one. Yeah. Liam Neeson. I like that. Gary. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Harry Styles. Wow. Jada Pinkett Smith. That's awesome. You know, there's somebody, right? We all have like somebody that we admire. You know, someone that you had their poster. Zoe got real excited. Her husband, cheer. Hopefully he's not outside your house when you have to see him. You know. But hopefully he can run out in the room. Okay. So all of us have people, right, that we admire, and then we had our poster on, you know, their poster on our wall, right? Maybe it was like our screensaver for a long time, right? We all have people that we grow up, and we want to be like somebody epic, right? We have heroes in our life, we have people that are role models, we have mentors. Everybody kind of grows up with somebody they're like, oh, if I can meet that person, or if I can kind of be like that person, I would totally want to meet them, you know? And so one of the things that we're going to be talking about tonight is, you know, our theme the whole semester has been rooted. And what we've been talking about is like, hey, let's go back to some of the basic things, right? Like not get involved in all the complex things out there. Let's get really, really good at the basics. And I feel like one of the basics of life is that we all have somebody that we're looking up to. Yeah. We all have mentors we're looking up to. We all have people that we're trying to become like. And honestly, the world is kind of like, it lacks real heroes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, well, like I think all of us, we have that kind of person in our life. There's always somebody that we're putting our faith in. A lot of it depends on who it is, right? And so we're talking about what it means to be rooted, right? Another thing we're going to be talking about tonight is just what the word Christian means. I don't think we can get more basic than that. You know what I'm saying? And so, what does it mean to be a Christian? What does that look like? You say Christian in this room, and you'll probably get 50 different answers of what that means. Or you say God, and that brings like a bunch of random different images depending on how you grew up and what God was to you and how you were raised. And so we're going to try to look a little bit about what the Bible says about what it means to really be a Christian and try to get our roots down deep in some of that stuff. Okay? And so the first question I want to ask, like, so we talked about who you admire. What I want to ask is like, oh, I guess this is it. It is, for you, like, who is your hero? When you think of a hero in your life, who is like one of your heroes and why? It could be like your parents, and can also be like your mom, right? So who's a hero for you and why?
My hero is my mom, because when I was having my surgery when I was younger, she left her 5 other kids and just Nigeria, left her husband to stay with me in UK for 4 years. So that was very hero.
Yeah, totally. For sure. Who else is one of your heroes?
Yeah. Mine is probably my brother. Because he's been around my life for a while. He's 24 now, so but he's something for everything. He's introduced me to everything that comes up in life and all the obstacles that I should try to avoid and what I should do better and do about it. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Yeah, your brother. Yeah.
Josh Smith.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes, sir.
Those who don't know,
I think Josh is just really like the calm, level-headed view of the world that I need, because I want to be bouncing off the walls, like doing everything. And I think another thing is straight. He's not afraid to tell it to me straight. Like if I come to him and I'm like, here's what I'm thinking, he's not afraid to be like, that's a terrible idea. Stop thinking. Because some people won't tell you that. Some people are just like, I don't want to get in the way. I don't want to tell you to change your life. But he's like, are you trying to follow Jesus or are you trying to be an idiot?
One more. Who's like one of your heroes?
He's the guy who saved the Bible with me 4 years ago. Who I don't talk to anymore, which is really sad. But I just think having someone who's courageous enough to tell you how to change your life forever is someone you can respect no matter what they're on life. And without it, I would just do the difference.
Totally. You know, so the title of the lesson tonight is going to be I Am a Hero. Let's go. I was going to play that song as it came up, but decided to find the same one anyway. You know, it's interesting, right? When we talk about heroes, and we say, what does it look like to be a hero? What do you normally not say? You don't normally say that, man, my hero is somebody that is like super rich, right? Or you don't say, and this person is just the greatest singer of all time. That's why they're my hero. That's like not the first thing you normally mention. Or, man, this person is like just the greatest skateboarder in the world. They're like my hero. Like, it's just, or whatever. Like, usually you don't kind of talk about a lot of those things, right? You talk about things that are more meaningful, that are more important, right? That if you kind of asked everybody in the world, I bet that we would come up with a similar list of what it looks like to be a hero. Someone that's sacrificial, someone that lays down their life for others, someone that's loyal to you, someone that has a purpose that's greater than theirs, like that's big, right? That has a greater mission than just their own. And for all of us, right, we have this idea of what a hero looks like. You know, if you were to ask me who my hero was, maybe when I was like 10 years old, the person I probably would have chosen outside of my dad, because my dad was definitely one of my heroes, was Kobe, right? And so for me, Kobe was a guy, when I was young, I looked up to in big ways, right? So this is me right there. And that's my dad, right? Rocking the Kobe shirt. I was a little bit of a cherub, for sure. But you see, like, my dad made a paper bag with Kobe's head on it. Like, that is like a Publix bag, basically, that he formed into Kobe's brilliant artist, you know, who he is right there. But Kobe's one of those guys, you can see, there's me, decked out in all Lakers stuff, for sure. That was my guy. Or this is my wedding day. I had Kobe socks on my wedding day. And then this is my groomsmen gave us some jerseys, me and Bree, for kind of matching jerseys right there for our wedding. And so, you know, for me, Kobe was a guy that I really looked up to in a lot of ways. Obviously, when I was 10 years old, it was for basketball reasons, you know, wanted to be exactly like him. So I went out my driveway and tried to do the exact things that he did. I watched his tapes, and then I go back and try to do what he did, right? And he just kind of became one of my heroes, one of those guys that one time he came up, I went to a game, and there's this big crowd of people. And he comes up, I'm rocking all that Lakers stuff, and so I'm just standing there with my Lakers hat on, just stoked, you know, 5th grade. And he comes over, it's a preseason game, he comes over, and nobody else he touches, comes over and rubs my head, says, "Sweet hat, kid." And he's moving. I turn around to my dad, I'm like, I was like, I could die today. You know, like, it was so bad, I lost the hat like 2 days later, you know, which was a bummer. Terrible, right? If it was actually my head, I still would have taken a shower at this point, you know, but I didn't. You know, but like, for me, like, I remember listening, like, sitting up late, right, when I was in California, living out there. Remember, one day he scored 81 points. I remember listening to that on the radio with my dad in the car, because we didn't have cable, and so we would kind of listen to it in the radio, you know. And it was a bonding moment for me and my dad where I would cry when they lost. I'd jump in his arms and they won, you know. There's all this kind of stuff. Where for me, that was like a guy that was totally one of my heroes. And a lot of you guys may have known, you know, over the last couple of weeks that he died in a tragic, you know, helicopter accident along with his daughter and 7 other people. And it was amazing. The whole world started talking about what this guy meant to them. And you know, most people hadn't met him. I had never met him. You know, he touched my head, which is dope, you know. But like for me, it was kind of one of those weird feelings that shook me up a little bit. Kind of like, man, it's like a childhood hero that was still wrapped up in your as a kid, you know, passes away. That's just like a weird feeling. Yeah. And but as people started pouring in support, and as they started talking about him, it was amazing because this guy, if anybody had accolades in their life. 5-time champion, you know, went to the All-Star game like 15 times, you know, an MVP, scoring champion, Olympic gold medalist. Like, you could name all the things, won an Academy Award, you know, like, was it, you know, like all these kind of things. Like, if you're trying to rack up the list of accolades, Kobe's name would be probably towards the top of that list for most people in human history. But it's amazing that when it comes to the end of somebody's life, you're trying to talk about what they meant to you. It's really funny because people usually don't talk about any of that kind of stuff. They talk about, man, Kobe was the dad of 4 girls. And he was becoming an extraordinary dad. He was a mentor to me. He was the reason I started playing basketball, right, for a lot of these guys. He was the reason I kept persevering. He was the reason he told me this once and it totally changed my life. He was a mentor to me. He was trying to change the game of women's basketball. He was trying to raise up young athletes so that people could learn. He wrote books about how people can learn to deal with the hard things of life through sports. And as people talked about these things that were, to me, the important things of life. And what it kind of got me to start thinking about was a couple of things. One is that it got me to remember that life is short. And life is not promised tomorrow. And I think as young people, it's such a sober reminder that tomorrow is not promised. And we think that we're going to make decisions 50 years from now, and we're still going to be going. But it's just not promised. And so it's just a good reminder for me to remember, okay, am I really living the life that I want to live today? Am I living with no regrets? Am I living like tomorrow isn't promised? Am I loving the people around me? Am I really kind of going after the things I want to, like there's no tomorrow? Right? It's a cliche sometimes, but it's so important to remember that stuff. One of the other things that got me to start thinking about was at the end of my life, when I pass away, what do I want people to say about me? What do I want to be remembered for? What do I want to spend my time on this earth doing? And I think, and so we're just going to be talking a little bit about that tonight. What do we want to spend our time in our life doing? There was a picture that got a lot of praise. It's kind of an intense picture. This next one is of Kobe's family, just kind of that's what people remember him for. At the end of the day, people don't care what kind of basketball player you were as much as they care what kind of dad you were, what kind of wife you were, what kind of daughter you were, what kind of friends you were. That's the thing that people really think about and what matters at the end of the day. But there's this picture that came out in 1994 or 1993, and it's a really intense picture that it's on Time Magazine's list of the top 10 most influential photos of all time. And it's a picture of a little girl who was walking towards a feeding center, and she was so weak and she could barely move that it was just taking her a long time to get there, where she had to take a lot of rests like this. And a vulture comes along, waiting to attack. And the guy that is taking this picture, I wonder what he was thinking right now. As he's taking this picture, the story has it where he was told in that area, hey, there's a lot of disease in the area, so don't touch anybody. And so here's this little girl who's struggling to find a way to the feeding center. Obviously, is extremely malnourished and is on the brink of death. And you see this vulture, and I think he went and kind of shoos the vulture away, and kind of goes back and then starts creeping up again and kind of shoos it away. And but basically, he said he didn't, as far as we know, didn't do anything to help this girl because the cost was too high for him. He ended up coming back and showing this picture to the New York Times, and because this picture in 1994, he won a Pulitzer Prize for this photo, which is one of the highest awards that you can get for photography, and for these kind of things. Extremely successful, right? An extremely successful picture. Unfortunately, 4 months later, the guy who took this picture would choose to end his own life. And because I think in life, all of us want to be successful. That's why you're in school. You want to be successful. And I honestly hope that everybody in this room is successful. That what you want to do with your life, the accolades that you're going after, I pray that you get those things. And you can get the things you're so desperately working for. Yep. And I think everybody in life is trying to be successful. But success a lot of times it's only about you. Significance is about others. And for us, I really want to challenge us tonight that it's not about living a successful life, it's about living a life of significance. Because I think one of the greatest tragedies in our lifetime is going to be that we spend so much of our time trying to do things that are going to make us successful, but are not significant at the end of the day. They're going to be worthless, successful things. You can be an extraordinary singer. But at the end of the day, if that's all you are, then what did you really do in the world? This world is about so much more than just you. You can be the smartest person alive. But if you did nothing to help somebody else, then did your life have any sort of significance? You can win all the awards. You can be the greatest actor. You can be the greatest student. You can be, the most epic athlete of all time. But are you wasting your time filling your life with things that at the end of the day will not matter? For me, I want to get to the end of my life and say, people look at my life and say, hey, Nick lived a significant life. Not because I was awesome, because I was like this galactic, amazing human. I just want people to know that I was a great friend. And I tried to be an awesome neighbor. And I tried to take care of my mom as best as I possibly could. And I tried to be an amazing older brother to Mackenzie Shoff. I tried to be a great husband, to my wife. I tried to be just a great mentor for people. That's at the end of the day, what's going to matter. Now, I want you to kind of take a look at your life right now and think to yourself, am I really spending my time and devoting my life to things that are significant? Or am I only wasting my time thinking that I'm doing a lot of good, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to mean much? To me, that's really sobering. What does a significant life look like? For me, obviously, Kobe was a guy that when I was 10, I really admired. But then I started kind of getting to know about this guy named Jesus. I was like, wow, I was blown away by this guy. And it's one of those things that I have never been more blown away with Jesus than I am right now. I've been a Christian for almost 11 years. And I have never been more inspired by Jesus. Every day, this guy's life, the significance of his life is creating ripple effects in my own life, but also in the lives of so many others. But I think a lot of times, so Jesus lived the most significant life of all time. But if you were to ask him in that day, was his life successful? I would say so many people are like, no, his life wasn't successful. He had a little small band of followers. He was killed. Nobody remembered his name. He was from a small town. People would say he wasn't successful. What did he do? But I think it wasn't about the success, right? It was about that Jesus lived the most significant life of all time. And I think for a lot of us, though, I don't know what you think about Jesus right now. I don't know how you grew up thinking about him, right? I think a lot of us grow up thinking about Jesus in certain ways, right? We kind of grow up going to church. There's a stained glass window of Jesus, right? Where we're kind of like, I don't totally get that, but cool, it's fancy. Or we take out little baby Jesus at Christmas time and kind of put him in a little manger, and we're like, he never grows up, but he's kind of right there every year, right? Or I don't know how you think about Jesus. One of my favorite things to do, also kind of terrible things to do, is look up, just type in Jesus on Google, okay? And so these are some of the pictures that kind of pop up, okay? Here's some of the ones. If you type in Jesus right now, you can find, these are the top 30 or something like that. Here's one. There's little baby Jesus. He looks weird, okay? He looks strange. He's a little baby, but somehow he has a full head of 1990s hair. I don't know how that happened, right? But look at this, Jesus looks very strange in this picture. Why does he have a little Iron Man heart in his chest, right? Or stuff like that. And then little things shooting out of his head, and he looks sad, and he looks extremely pale, and kind of but somehow still have blue eyes and stuff like that. But it looks a little bit weird. Why would I want to hang out with this guy? Or this dude. So what is he doing with his hands right there? His little finger things? And then for some reason, his hair is different than the color of his beard. And stuff. And he has a little kind of curly cute thing, And it just looks again kind of angry and scary and stuff like that. Right, look at this one. He's always petting lambs for some reason. He's like a lamb whisperer, and you see that, you see this one, right?
Oh, that's
that one, Again, he has a little Iron Man heart thing and stuff, but this is one of my favorites right here. This one. Right, the dinosaur with the rainbow in the background. You know, but Jesus for me, like, I don't know what you thought of Jesus growing up. But when you look on if anybody's kind of going on Google and looking at what he's like, I don't know if I really want to follow a lot like this guy. He seems kind of lame. He seems kind of like just kind of super unrelatable and kind of religious, you know, and it's kind of like holy where he's not like a real human. But then I started actually reading what he did. That's right. I started reading the Bible. I opened up the book of John, and I sat down with my notebook, and I just started writing down everything I could about who he was. And I was like, holy smokes, man, this guy is extraordinary. This guy's amazing. Right. And I think for me, like the thing that I heard someone say one time that I think is so true, and the best description of Jesus I've ever heard is that Jesus was a lion on fire. He was not some wimpy, I don't know, but wimpy, lamb-petting, you know, like preppy boy Jesus. Like, that wasn't who he was. Jesus was incredible. He was, like, so courageous, right? There'd be times where there'd be people coming up to him like, yo, man, the king wants to kill you. He's like, dude, who cares? He's like, go tell that fox. No, I'm going to keep driving out demons. I'm going to keep healing people. On the third day, guess what, king? I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. You know, you can't stop me, bro. Or the time where he's like going in one of his most intense moments of all time. Where he's in the garden. He's crying. It's like he's sweating drops of blood. And he's kind of like all his friends are kind of deserting him, falling asleep on him. He knows he's about to go to one of the most painful deaths known to man. Where the Romans were experts at torturing and humiliating people. He knew he was about to go there. He sees the crowd in the distance coming for him. One of his best friends is about to betray him. He sees him, and what does it say? Did he ran out scared? Like a little lamb whisperer? No. It says that he gets up and says, rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. You know? He's like, rise, let's go. Let's get it on, man. We're taking this thing down. I'm like, that's my Jesus right there, man. He's a beast. And he's a guy that like stood in the face of danger and said, bring it on, man. He's a guy that looked the most religious, powerful men in the face and called them hypocrites. He called them a family of snakes. I'm like, what lame guy does that? Nobody. This guy Jesus stood up for those that nobody else would stand up for. He was a champion. And he was so courageous. He was so kind of bold. But he mixed that so well with this like extreme level of compassion. He touched those that nobody else was willing to touch. I bet you he would have totally picked up that girl and said, hey, come with me. We're doing this together, you know. I bet Jesus went and said, hey, if me touching you makes me unclean, I'm touching anyway, because like I'll be unclean with you for the next 6 days. You know, like that's what he was all about. People came up and were like so eager to touch him because they knew that they could. Jesus stood up for women in a way that nobody else was doing. He stood up for children and gave them dignity when people were throwing them in the trash. Jesus stood right next to the man who was poor and said, this is what true greatness looks like, because he's willing to serve other people. Jesus was extraordinary. He was extraordinary. There's never been a man like him, right? And then you just think about like the ripple effects today. Because like, oh man, that was 2,000 years ago. Like, that's a cool fairy tale. You know that our entire calendar is built on this guy's birth? Yeah. That if you were born in 2000, it means that you were born 2,000 years after Jesus. Your birth and your death will be dated in reference to Jesus. Every person on the planet will be, right? You think about just the ways that he's impacted society. You think about stuff like, anybody know what the first university was started in America? Harvard, I think, was. I'm not totally sure, but that's what I keep always thinking about. You know, like was Harvard. Anybody know what Harvard was for? Yeah, it was for to train Christian priests, right? And Harvard, you know, went on to be kind of like one of the pioneering schools for all the educational systems we know in America today. And so who do we have to thank for the entire educational system of America? It's Jesus. It started on the back of Jesus, right? Because he taught people to love God with your mind. How about, let's just think of a few other things. How about medicine? You know, Jesus was one of the first guys to start teaching about how to take care of the poor and the sick and the diseased. And so all his followers decided to do that. So what they ended up doing is said, hey, we want to start like kind of these things where we take care of sick people. And we want to like kind of provide medical support to people in need. You might have heard of what they're called. They're called hospitals, right? Hospitals are around because guys like Jesus, because followers of Jesus said, we got to go make a difference in the world. You think of the biggest charities in the world. So many of the biggest charities that are doing the greatest good for people in disasters, for people that are hurting, were started by people that try to follow Jesus. Jesus is the change of so many different things. You think about books. The book of his life, that's the Bible. Do you know what that was? You know, is the most translated book of all time. Is the most sold book of all time. It's also the most stolen book of all time, which is ironic, you know, it says don't steal, but people, anyway, hopefully it helps them, right? And so, and it's like thousands of books have been written about this guy, Jesus, and they still can't, like, scratch the surface of who he was. But libraries are filled with books about him. You know, Jesus is the only guy in the history of music to have an entire genre of music in his honor, the gospel music. No other man has that. You know, you think about education, medicine, politics, literature, government, art, music, social work, business, parenting. Jesus has revolutionized every aspect of human existence. You talk about a life of significance. And then when he saw the one thing that took down everybody else, death, man, he defeated him. Rising from the dead, which no other man has been able to do. Jesus is the greatest, most significant life of all time. I don't know what you think about Jesus, but I think it's easy to see him kind of in some of those weird ways. But make no mistake, if you start reading about him, you'll realize he's one of the most revolutionary men of all time. You know, real significance in life is about making a difference in the life of others. And that's what Jesus is all about. He was a hero. And he wants to, what's crazy about this is he wants to give you that same life. He wants to give you this crazy, significant life. But there's one catch, okay? And here's the catch in 1 John. All right? 1 John chapter 2, verse 3. It says, we know that we have come to know him if we keep his commands. This is what Jordan was talking about last week. We know that we come to know him if we keep his commands. Whoever says, I know him, but does not do what he commands, is a liar. And the truth is not in that person. But if anyone obeys his word, love for God is truly made complete in them. This is how we know we are in him. Whoever claims to live in him must live as Jesus did. You know, a lot of times in Christianity today, that term gets thrown around a lot. Everybody says, everybody and their mom's not a Christian, right? Like, everybody says that, even if they don't even know who Jesus is, they say, oh, yeah, I'm a Christian, probably. You know, like, and so everybody knows what that is. Anybody, like, a lot of you guys know what the word Christian means, right? It means a little Christ. It means a little Jesus. And so, if you're calling yourself a Christian, that means if I had a video camera on your life, of everything in your life, I should see that it matches up with what Jesus did. That's what a Christian means. That's what it says right here. That's what John, one of his closest companions, says. Hey, if you claim to live in him, if you claim to be a Christian, then what do you have to do? You have to live the way that he did. All of us need heroes. All of us need people that are like kind of examples for us, right? They're experts in life. If you want to be a great basketball player, you find an expert and try to be like that person. If you want to be an incredible engineer, you look at the greatest engineers of all time. You say, what did they do? What did they teach? I want to learn what they did, right? That's why you're in school. You want to be a great businessman? You're like, okay, who are the most epic business people out there of all time? I want to learn from them. You want to be a doctor? You learn from great doctors, right? We need experts in our life. Jesus is the expert in relationships. He's the expert in life. And he says, hey, I want to give you this epic life of all time. And if you walk with me, you'll never walk in darkness. You're only going to walk in light. He says, if you follow me, you're going to be safe from the evil one. I'm going to give you some life, and this life to the full. Jesus promises it. But he says, if you want that, then you got to listen to me. You have to listen to me. I'm the expert in that. I'm not just saying a bunch of like just random things. I'm an expert in how to do this. You know, I think there's something out there, you know, where people just kind of think all you need to do is believe in Jesus. But I think what the Bible really talks about is that it's not just enough to believe in Jesus. You have to become like Jesus. And because believing that Jesus existed, there are so many people that have believed that Jesus existed, but their life has been insignificant.
Right.
Just because you believe he existed does not mean that you're actually going to live a significant life. It comes down to you saying, no, I want to be like that man. That dude changed the world. He did extraordinary things. I don't just want to kind of believe he existed 2,000 years ago, because even it says that demons believe that. They're terrified. It says, no, I want to become like him. I want to follow him. Whatever he did, I want to go do it. Whatever he says, I'm going to go do it. If he kind of is walking this way, then I'm going to walk that way too. And it becomes like, I want to just be exactly like this guy Jesus. I think it's just good to kind of look at your life and say, okay, how does my life look right now? Does it look the way that I want it to look? Am I happy with the way my life is going? Do I feel like I'm clicking on all cylinders? Do I feel like my relationships are good? Do I feel like in the sense of my friendships? Do I feel healthy? I think if you don't, and to me, I think you got to look at how closely you're following Jesus. If there's something missing in your life, if there's something empty in your life, if you're even feeling burnt out by religion, right? Because Jesus wasn't burnt out by religion. If you're feeling burnt out, if you're feeling low, if you're feeling down, then that means you got to look at how closely am I really following and knowing this guy Jesus. For me, gosh, it is so hard to do this, right? It's so hard to try to follow Jesus. It's so hard to his life is so radical. I just want to kind of get a couple of things, just get a couple of responses out there of when was a time in your life where you did something because Jesus told you to, or because Jesus did it, and then it actually worked out really well in your life. Because that's kind of what he promises, right? He says, hey, go put these things into practice. If they don't work, you can literally disprove me. But God promises they're going to work. And so maybe anything you want to share, it's like when you try to put Jesus' words into practice, when does it really come down above you? Jared?
Oh yeah, so when I first got baptized and I started sharing my faith, I hated it so much. I never wanted to do it ever again a day in my life after this first time. Because I was so scared. I hated talking to people I didn't want to talk to or didn't really know. I was literally shaking, sweating, just because I was so shy and nervous. But now I don't get nervous or shy when I talk to people or have to do a presentation in front of class. So it's actually helped a lot. Just if I want self-confidence, my own ability to talk to people, connect with people, stuff like that. So it's really just helpful when you just do things like Jesus' way.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, a big part of my life has been learning Jesus' understanding of forgiveness, and I think that's just one of the hardest things for me. And just the way he calls us to just lavish our love on those who have hurt us, and to specifically in the last 2 years, but especially the last year, seeing his transformation in my family has been really cool. It's go after love, go after friendships rather than hold on to the things that hurt me. That's just not love. Only record of wrong. So learning to fix my eyes on that, which is just not my natural nature. When I get hurt, it's been really cool to watch that transformation.
Yeah, I can say when this is recent, but it's also regular, but every time I'm feeling a lot or going through something, what I want to do is isolate myself. I don't want to talk to people about it because I'm no, once I figure it out, then I'll share about it. But I don't want to invite people into my weak moments, but I see Jesus, when he's praying in Gethsemane, he's weeping and he invites his friends. He's please come, keep watching me, And I see different moments like that where he invites people into the moments with him. And so I literally read that one day when I was feeling it. I was I don't want it. So I, sent a message to a friend hey, let me talk to you and explain what's going on. And obviously it was worth it. But that's a practice that I have. His vulnerability and really letting people in, letting them see the weakness. That's something that I feel I see it work every time, even though it's hard every time.
Mm-hmm.
I realized with people I was in a relationship with because every time I would try to fill a spot that only Jesus could fill, and then it showed me every single time that would be the case. As soon as I stopped doing it, I stopped feeling that way. That's what it was.
Yeah, so one time I found a $20 bill on the side of the road. I was going into a movie theater, so I
birthday was in the fall. He's the minister of the church that I was going to. And so I got, because I love him, he's mentored me for a really long time, I got a bunch of older men in the church to raise $400 for his birthday to buy 2 Falcons tickets. And so we bought them, but then he wasn't able to go. And so he gave them to me. And so that worked out really well for me. It was out of the overflow of my heart. And the love, right?
That's probably exactly what Jesus meant. That's amazing. Right, it's funny when God just does stuff like, just to make you laugh like that, you know? And God just kind of takes care of some of those places. You guys, there are countless stories, I think, in this room, countless stories in my life, where I try to do something Jesus' way. And I'm like, that is the last thing that makes sense, you know? The last thing that makes sense. But I did it, and I was like, man, Jesus came through again. He came through again. It's built so much of my trust in him. Jordan talked last week about, like, man, if you really want to be, like, what did Jesus say? He said, man, a lot of you guys call me Lord. A lot of you guys call me Master, but you don't really do what I say. And I think what Jesus is saying is, like, if you could understand what kind of life that you could live, and how amazing your life could be, and how a lot of the problems that you're kind of thinking about and dealing with right now, those could be fixed and gone. The relationships you have right now, take it to another level. If you could just imagine it and see that and understand that's what you want, then why would you not listen to me? You gotta listen, because I have this amazing thing for you. Guys, at the end of our life, only 2 things are gonna matter. One is what we did with Jesus. Yeah. When he comes back, every knee on the planet is going to bow before the king that comes back. Yeah. You have to decide right now, what are you going to do with Jesus? Are you going to be one of those that you're scared that he comes back, or one of those rejoicing and so happy that Jesus has come back? The second is, what do you do with people? Because at the end of the day, that's what Jesus was about. That's what he calls us to be about. And that's what all this, tonight we're talking about what it means to be a disciple, right? What it means to be a Christian, a follower, a student, an apprentice of Jesus. That's the grace life that you can live. But everything he taught was all about other people. And so if your life looks a lot like just all about you, then to me, you're doing it totally wrong. If you want to live a life of significance, it totally comes down to thinking about everybody else.
That's right.
But the master of that, the most significant life that we get the honor of learning from, is Jesus. And he's on these pages. He's right there for us. Guys, we get one life. One life. A couple things I just want to mention. Easy practicals. To me, that these are obvious ways that you're following Jesus. What's the respect level you have with your parents? Is it stuff where it's still you still disrespect them, all that kind of stuff? Do you love those that aren't like you? Do you love the person next to you in class? Or are you just kind of all self-consumed on your own phone and stuff like that? Do you say thank you to your professor, when you're done with the class? These are things, right, that I feel like Jesus would do. Yeah. How about, like, all the junk that you know in your life? Are you working to get that stuff out of your life, out of your hearts? The stuff where I've just confessed the junk in my life, that's where I've seen Jesus work the most and come through on these promises. But guys, there's so many things. Like, there's so many practical ways. I just want to ask, if there was a video camera on your life, would it be obvious that you're a follower of Jesus? When you're by yourself, when you're in class, when you're with your family, when you're at your job, every aspect of life, there's a video camera that we were going to show at the next TNL about your life. Would it look like Jesus? That's the mark of what it really means to follow him and to be a Christian. We're all learning. We're all figuring it out. But guys, we get one life. Let's make it amazing. Yeah. Let's live not just for the success of the world, but with true significance. Thanks,